Subject and predicate. In this video, we learn about what is a sentence and the parts of a sentence, that are subject and predicate. Before we learn about sentences, let's read this group of words. Reading a book. Rahul is. So does this group of words make any sense? No, this group of words does not make any sense. Now let's rearrange the words. Rahul is reading a book. Now that makes some sense. So, a group of words that make some sense is called a sentence. Rahul is reading a book is a sentence. A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. It conveys a clear meaning on its own. We need to remember that a sentence always begins with a capital letter and it always ends with a punctuation mark. It could be a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark. Now let's see one example. Priya is riding a bicycle. Here in this sentence, it is said that Priya, this girl, is riding a bicycle. This expresses a complete thought and hence is a complete sentence. It begins with a capital letter and it ends with a punctuation mark, that is a full stop. Now let's know about the parts of a sentence. There are two parts of a sentence, subject and predicate. A subject is the main noun or pronoun that the sentence is about. And the predicate is the part of the sentence that provides the information about the subject. In a sentence, the subject always tells us who is doing the action or who are we talking about. And the predicate always tells us the information about the subject. It tells us what the subject is doing or what the subject is describing. Let's understand this better with the help of few examples. George is going to school. In this sentence, we are talking about George, that this boy George is going to school. So this is our subject. In a sentence, if we ask who is doing the action, then the answer that we get is always a subject. Whereas on the other hand, the rest of the sentence that describes the action done by George is always a predicate. A predicate always gives the information about the action done by the subject. If we ask, what is George doing? And the answer that we get is always a predicate. Let's see our next example. Laura is playing badminton. In this sentence, we are talking about this girl, Laura. So this is our subject. So if I ask who is playing badminton and the answer I get is Laura. So Laura is our subject. Whereas the rest of the sentence that describes the action done by Laura, what is Laura doing? Laura is playing badminton. So the answer which I got is predicate. The rest of the sentence which answers the action done by Laura by the subject is our predicate. They are watering the plants. Now in this sentence, we are talking about these two children, but instead of noun, we used pronoun and it is our subject. Because if we ask who are watering the plants, we get the answer they, the children, they. So they is our subject. Whereas the rest of the sentence that describes the action done by the subject and gives us more information is our predicate. So if I ask what are the children doing, and we get the answer they are watering the plants. So are watering the plants is our predicate. Now children, it's time for you to do an exercise. Identify the subject and predicate in the given sentences. Thank you for watching. For more educational and learning videos for children, do like, share and subscribe to our channel.